Hi everybody! Okay, first off I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Jacqueline and I am a first year, almost second year, dental hygiene student in a 2-year program. So I was kind of looking around YouTube and I was quite surprised that I couldn't find very many dental hygiene school videos. So I was like, alright, something I've been through has to benefit somebody somewhere along the lines. So if you right now just opened your acceptance letter and you're like, oh my god, I got into dental hygiene school, congratulations. You're probably freaking out and you're on YouTube trying to find information and you probably can't find much. So I'm going to make this video for you on things that I have learned through my dental hygiene school experiences so far. If you have not gotten in yet and you are watching this video, you will get there. I know it's crazy hard to get in, especially where I'm from. We have a lot of applicants and you have to do quite well on your prereqs to be in. I had a B+ in chemistry and they recommended that I had retaken it to get an A, which I did, to get in the program. That may be true. I know some people that have gotten in with B's and don't get discouraged. I would still apply. Sorry, clinicer. So definitely if you have not gotten in yet, don't give up. It is totally worth it and you are going to love it. So I myself even had to retake classes. Nobody's perfect and probably most people don't get in their first try. So if you have just gotten in, like I said, congratulations. If you have any questions so far about anything that I don't answer in this video, please put them in the comments below and I will make another video and answer whatever I can, okay? So a couple weeks after I got accepted, I was freaking out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? There has to be something that I can start doing to get more knowledge. Like, I knew nothing much. I, knew nothing about dental hygiene, let's be honest. Like, I knew what a tooth was. I knew that you had enamel. That was about the gist of it. So first I went on Amazon and I had bought this book. It's the Head, Neck, and Anatomy. And it is super helpful just to read through some of the, just different landmarks in the mouth and tongues. Like, I never knew that you had to draw a tongue and the different parts of a tongue. There's just so much. So this book I definitely recommend buying before you get in the program. Just looking over it, there's flashcards in the back, which have different, landmarks, which is super helpful because, oral anatomy was in my first semester, and I found that quite challenging. If you have taken, a human bio, it is quite similar to that. It's just all the mouth. So I definitely would recommend this book and just look over it, just read through some things, just get a little bit of knowledge. So when you walk in there the first day of class and you sit down and your professor starts talking and giving notes and you're totally what? So that is really helpful to buy. I think I have a coloring book as well that has a bunch of different oral landmarks and just things that really just kind of jump ahead of the game. I remember reading one of these books on a plane on vacation just a few weeks before school started. So if you have a couple minutes a day, I would totally just read through and just get a little bit of knowledge. I don't really recommend looking on the internet so much, but definitely, or if they give you a list of books early on, buy those books. Some people rent the books. I recommend buying the books. You can write in them, highlight, and it's good to have for the boards. The second thing would be before dental hygiene school is buy yourself a recorder. This was $12 on Amazon. And most of your professors probably will let you. I know most of mine let you record all of their lectures, and that is super helpful. You really want to be able to take this home and before a test or when you're making flashcards, just totally have this handy and re-listen to your lectures. It is super important that you pass all your classes to pass the course, and you have to pass all your courses to go to the next semester. So just having this and listening it on your ride to school or before you go to bed or while you're making flashcards, definitely recommend. Like I said, it was $12 on Amazon and the battery lasts for months. So it's totally worth it. The second thing I have is flashcards. Dollar store, 200. I use this in a week. I recommend making flashcards for every single thing that you may be tested on in class. It's a good repetitive to write it and also to just keep it in your mind, flashing through. Do both sides. I can make another video on how I make my flashcards if anybody would be interested on study tips. That's pretty much that. The next step I would take would be to find patients or people that may be willing to sit for you. That is a huge struggle in this semester, is finding the right patients to meet your requirements. That is why you don't sleep, because your grades depend on your patients. If your patients do not show up, I think we get 2 disappointments. So if your patient does not show up or has high blood pressure or something weird, doesn't take a pre-medication that day, you will fail out. It is extremely important that you have reliable patients, which is why I'm suggesting you might not need patients your first semester, but definitely probably your second, third, fourth, and if you're in a 4-year program, I'm sure you're going to need them as well. So it's very important if you live far away from the school and you live on campus to make sure that you have people that might be willing to drive for you in advance, have backups, definitely have backup patients. So it's very important just to keep finding people that might be willing to do that for you. And another big tip is find friends. I know it's hard sometimes when you're first coming out of high school maybe and it's your first college experience, but making friends is huge in dental hygiene school. Not only for your own social needs and it's important to have fun while you're still in school, even though you're quite stressed out all the time, but it's very important because some days if you need an extra patient or somebody didn't show up or you need a child and you're not from the area around your school, sometimes there will be friends or people around you that have extras and they will give them to you, and it's just more willing. People are very willing to help you if you're nice to them. I don't recommend being mean to anybody, but if you are particularly make a point to be friendly with everybody and just get to know them a little bit more so it's easier. I don't know how I describe it. We need children, and sometimes one of my friends will be like, oh, I have an extra child, if anybody wants them, and you're like, oh, I need a child. So if it's just really important to make sure you're on good terms with everybody. There should be no really necessary drama in dental hygiene school, honestly. Another thing is just work hard. Straight from the get-go, you have to be on top of your game. You have to be on top of studying. Don't slack off at all. If you're ever like, oh my god, I'm so ahead. No, you're not. You are not ahead. There's always something that can be done or keep reviewing. You never really will have time where you're like, I'm kind of bored tonight, because there's never that extra hour that you have to goof off. But it only lasts 2 years, so keep that in mind. It may feel like forever, but honestly, my first and quite honestly my second semester has flown by. Crazy flown by. You're always constantly doing something, so the weeks are bam, 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 bam. You're holy cow, it's Friday and it's the weekend. But yeah, if anybody has any major questions, please put them in the comments below, because I really can't think of too many questions myself because I don't really remember. So let me know if you have any questions, and I am more than willing to make another video, study tips, patience you might need, just anything, okay? So let me know. Thank you.